running out of time. You're gonna want to listen to me.
I don't know if it's a problem with my mind or some kind of parallel universe.
America needs the truth. Somewhere along the line, I really started to believe what the kid was saying.
Wasn't this all supposed to be over months ago?
You totally killed tonight. Killed tonight.
Did you guys see a little boy?
Killed tonight.
Give us a little sense of this. Is it fair to call it a reboot, or how would you describe it?
I guess reboot is the best way to describe it. It's Jordan Peele and I started talking about this about 3 years ago. Huge fans of the original show, obviously. And we were trying to figure out a way to do it that felt like it could honor the original show, but also provide something original and feel contemporary. And so it's a reboot in that the structure of the show is very much like the original. It has a sort of classic, timeless aesthetic that we were trying to achieve. And it is, fun genre storytelling with social parable in it as well. And a lot of the issues that we hit are issues that, unfortunately, Rod Serling was hitting in his time too and exist today, but we can do in a little bit more overtly than he did in his day.
How much of the original did you use to kind of get a sense of where you and your character were going to be, and how did you feel? It's the kind of the comparison to that.
Being a huge fan of the show as well as a kid, discovering it at like 11 years old and just watching it straight through one summer. It was on every night, syndicated at 11 p.m. in where I grew up, and so I just watch it every night. Would think all day about what tonight's episode was going to be, and so got really into the Twilight Zone. So I, of course, had seen the William Shatner version, and then also the movie came out when I was in this big Twilight Zone phase. So I saw the John Lithgow version as well many, many times, and then on VHS. So I'd seen the Lithgow one maybe even more. So when this came along, I, of course, was thrilled and jumped at the chance, but quickly decided not to try and compare, or I didn't want to see either of them right before we shot, because I just figured I would never be able to measure up to either Shatner or Lithgow, so just kind of try and do my own thing. And the episode was different enough that it didn't really require that anyway. It was vastly different. It was kind of use the other versions as more of a launching off point.
Your episode, I believe, comes up on April 11th.
Thursday.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to go into spoiler land.
I haven't seen it yet.
But then it's easy. But it's easy. But I want to get a sense of you because I have seen it, and it's an incredibly powerful episode. And it involves talking about issues of race in this country and technology in a way that you don't expect to be as revealing as it is. From both of you, I wanted to get a sense of that particular episode, where it is at, and what you hope people get from it.
I played Nina Harrison, and she is taking her son, Dorian, who's played by the amazing Damson Idris, to his first day of an HBCU, historically black college or university, yeah. And they're on a road trip, and she has her old beloved camcorder, one of the old ones with the flip kind of viewfinder. And she is videotaping him, and she realizes that when she presses rewind, it rewinds time for her. And without giving away spoilers, I've practiced this a lot this week. She basically, they come up against some pretty scary situations where she has to press rewind. And basically, she has to kind of make peace with her past in order to ensure the safety of her son's future. And it's really about a mother's emotional journey into the nightmare of a mother's worst nightmare.